everyone! Welcome to the latest installment of PongoPuppies Plays Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. In this one we're going to start case number 3. So, it's called the Bloodbath. And last time we did the Riddle on the Rails, which was the case of the disappearing train, along with the Chileans and the Mexicans and this guy who had an expensive prototype that got lost too, poor guy. And now we're doing Bloodbath, which sounds fun. And it's taking a while to load. There we go. It was taking a little while to load. Let's see what Sherlock's been up to lately. There's Watson. And there's Sherlock.
Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
Deathly.
You look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits.
Oh, am I going to be in charge of Watson? Yep, looks like it.
The pupil is dilated. The temperature appears to be normal.
Okay. Monitor heart rate.
I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats.
Measure heart rate by counting the heartbeats for 10 seconds. Okay, all I have to do is push the button when I see a little thing and I hear a heartbeat. No biggie. I can do that. 8.
A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute.
Now, in some incidences, Sherlock Holmes
But you're dying, Holmes.
takes...
Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
Why don't you just have the
that
antidote
you're
next to you?
poisoned?
Now. Please.
Yeah, let's just not ask
Drink
questions.
it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Oh, of course he did.
Hemlock and Datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
What if he stopped to tie his shoe? You can't predict
Mr.
everything.
Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr.
Hudson.
Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
Nope, he's fine. Look at him
Good
pop
day,
up.
Inspector.
Wow.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2
Would you
young
have called
bankers
Sherlock
from
Holmes
the
if it
city,
wasn't
sons of
anything
lords,
other than a
members of the
strange
chamber,
one?
and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the bath, but what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
Oh, the Merry Men did
The
it.
Oceanic. Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking.
There we go. That's what
It's a
Sherlock
murder,
likes.
but we're unable to
Sherlock
find
loves
any weapon.
murders.
We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
I was just dying, Watson. You saved my life. Thank you, by the way. Oh, and fetch your hat. Sherlock. He doesn't know how good he has it with a friend like Watson, I swear. Watson just comes along all the time, just writing some stuff down in his notebook. Making Sherlock Holmes famous in his own way. Sherlock completely ignoring him and undeserving of a friend like Watson. have a Sherlock Holmes be any way you want. But the real trick to getting a compelling Sherlock Holmes story, whether it's a game or the TV show or the movie, is the compelling Watson. Watson is what really makes or breaks a Sherlock Holmes story, I think. They even got the Roman busts without any arms. And a fish spouting water.
Beautiful place.
It really is
With
pretty.
a dreadful murder, the body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you guys listen
I
to
shall
Sherlock
be waiting
Holmes
for
so
you
much?
here, but please hurry.
You are the police. You should know not to
Are
touch
you
anything.
able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the city council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of
Oh, it's
Blinker.
probably the city council guy.
I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, his
Well,
friend just
we shall see.
died. Of course, he doesn't seem right in the
You found
head.
no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here.
All right,
We even
so
had to pick the lock to enter.
I see.
they should have at least unlocked it.
Was there anyone
That's
else here,
dangerous.
apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He will be able to give you more details.
All right, let's go talk to him. All right, let's go talk to him. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Sherlock was standing on top of him. I didn't see him. Mr. Phillips, let's talk to you. Doo-doo-doo. Loading screen.
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and
World
this is my
famous
colleague,
detective
Dr.
Sherlock
Watson.
Holmes and
Would you
Dr.
be so
Watson.
kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Oh, of course you would. Oh, let's do a character portrait. Let's see. Eyes. Oh, eyes. Oh, light wrinkles, so he's not super old. Scissor cut, grooms himself, lives alone. Do they not have barbers in the 1800s? Looks like he nicked himself, too. Search color, prestigious. Shiny buttons. Manchester. Rich, as well as likes to care about his profession, and telegram sent today.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths.
That's
I
really
made
early.
sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated.
Okay.
The gentleman had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed.
That
Couldn't open
is
it.
not a good policy.
So I
Do
ran
not
out to
let
the
people
street to
into a
call for the police.
steam room. That's
One
bad.
constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
All right. Let's head to one of these doors. What's this door?
Frigidarium.
Well, I think that's the opposite of the steam room. Exit. I bet that's exit. What's that one?
The steam room.
Steam room. Alright, let's go in that room. Alright, so the changing room. Let's check out the champagne bottle.
An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
Oh, of course. That's just classy.
Champagne for a special occasion.
Why else would you have champagne?
Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
Well, that didn't last. Sorry, guys. Alright, let's go check out...
Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
That's where I would put it. They have little guys holding up the... I used to know what that word was called. It's not fresk. Oh well.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room.
Back when I was in
Clothes
college.
belonging to one of the suspects.
Ooh, on the ground too. That's a nice touch. Back in college, I did art history, and we did a lot in architecture too. I can tell you the names of the 3 Greek columns to this day. Other than that, though,
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like
Was
the
he
one
stabbed
you
100
almost had
times?
an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
let's examine the body last. Okay, so steam's coming out of there. Makes sense to me. Looked like there was...
The grid cannot be removed.
Okay. Officer, some dudes, brazier.
The
Takes a while to
brazier
get
is
warm.
still burning. The heat here is extreme.
Grab
I will
this.
need something to pick up this melted metal.
Okay, don't pick that up then. Instead, let's look at this.
G. Newell and Sons, steam specialists, Seattle, WA.
Washington. Was it around the 1800s? I don't know. Wow, that got
With the
steamy.
steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
I can see Watson, but I definitely can't see anything else. So, if the suspects say that they didn't see who did it, it seems plausible. Alright, let's take a look at the body now.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
That is why we bring a doctor with us.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
Well, I mean, there was... Oh, I did that one. Steam all around it.
Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session.
Sure, makes sense. Why not?
Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample.
What's the difference between dirt and earth?
Well, death is very recent, between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
Good job, Watson. I'm glad we brought you. Always able to...
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
Constable, come
We don't
remove
have
this.
many leads here.
What concerns
Or
me is that
constable.
we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad they're
I was
so
wondering, Holmes,
willing to
It's
help.
fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
They
There
hit him a
are
lot.
great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry, or he is an artist, or a ghost, or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Narcissistic
Probably
much.
the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
The weapon
Wow.
is nowhere to be found.
Alright, let's take a look at this blood now. Sherlock can get a
I
little
should
full
check
of
this
himself
blood sample
sometimes.
at Baker Street.
Oh, I got an RB. Oh, I'll take that key.
This
don't
key
give us
was
keys if
covered
we
in
don't.
blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
Good point. Alright, let's go check out our 3 men. Let's check out these 3 men. There we go. Mr.
It's
you're
horrible.
first.
So Rodney is dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
Yeah, somewhere where you're wearing pants, preferably. Oh, and pants without blood on them. Why do you have blood?
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
You probably didn't do it right. The murderer wouldn't have blood on his own person. No one does
I
that.
found him. I touched his shoulder, thinking that he was just asleep.
I'm in shock. I don't want to talk.
Alright, I guess we can't talk to these guys.
Horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
Alright, fine. Don't talk to me. I'll talk to the
Mr.
policeman.
Holmes?
The policeman doesn't want to talk to me either. Alright, I'll leave. Can I find the ring that he took off? There's only 3 clues here. There should be 4. 3 living suspects and the 4th dead man. That's odd.
Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
No, not from you. Let's talk about that key we found. Steam room key,
How
please.
many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
No, sir, I did not.
Alright, I'm gonna call you a liar. Because you got a telegram this morning.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
That's not before the people
But
showed
how
up.
could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's impossible.
Oh, do not tell Sherlock Holmes.
I
It's
left the baths
impossible.
at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
He locked it.
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
Clearly.
I see.
Poor guy. He's just trying to support
There is
his
a bottle
mother.
of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain?
Yes,
didn't
I
pay any
think I would
attention.
see a
Do you believe that it's
champagne
important?
thing. Everything's important.
Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
Clearly missed something, Lestrade. Find the missing weapon. Search the crime scene and the area of the baths. Well, I didn't go into the fridge room. So let's go into the fridge room. That's the exit. Let's go into the frigidarium.
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop.
Alright. There's a sign on the door. I should probably read that. No, it just has his name on it. Rodney Bentcliffe. Let's see.
Glass plate negatives. A remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations.
Okay. Let's take one.
A glass plate negative is missing.
Huh.
It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue.
Oh, is this how they took pictures back then? Okay. I wonder which one's missing.
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
So he was an archaeologist. Dear friend, I wish to organize a press conference at the Strandland Baths next month. 1893 was a remarkable year for my work in Egypt, but now it is time to set my focus upon English archaeology. To shine the light on our national treasures and reveal them to the public. I would like to see as many journalists as possible in attendance to record this event, and record it favorably. If we treat them well enough, I should like to recall my old friendship with Lord Blackmore. Yeah, it looks like Blackmore. And use the special funds of the Royal Archaeological Institute for this event. Sir Rodney Benticlis. I didn't know you could become knighted for being a really good archaeologist. I guess it makes sense, a notable, important figure and all. Who could claim the degree of unfamiliarity with the name Sir Rodney Beckliffe? He is a gentleman who possesses wealth, notoriety, and vigor to well match the finest of his ilk abound in England. His intellect is equal to his charms, and he has oft been declared by the young ladies of the Egyptian aristocracy. European. That makes way more sense. Or, nobility. Rich people. He holds powerful connections within the Lord's Chamber, and he carries influence in the political world. There are those who would call him unforgiving and authoritarian. We should rather say that Sir Rodney is determined and ambitious. His presence at my archaeological site can only mean success for all concerned. At any archaeological site. Alright. Okay. Miraculous reopening of the Strandland Roman Baths. I'm going to assume that it says that they're opening the baths to archaeological stuff. Yeah, that's what it says. No need to read it. Oh, cool. We got some souvenirs from last time. We got a train whistle from our last case. We got the thing from last time as well. We did some character portraits, so that's up there. And we have to search our archives for that stuff, as well as look at some blood samples and the earth sample. Alright. Now let's see, what do we still have to do? We still have to search the area. Alright, let's search the area. Table. Document. This metal plate, besides its archaeological interest, appears to be part of something larger. At the present moment, I'm unable to determine exactly what it might be. Oh, we're gonna take it. Okay. Seems a bit heavy, but... Okay. Alright, let's look at this table instead. No more numbers. Something else here would have made us leave. Documents. Let me look at the documents. Nope. There we go, we'll take those tongs. Alright. Let's go this way. Those are pretty. I'll take a cutscene here. Because why else would it load? And an empty. Oh no, run away! Did not do a very good job not touching anything there.
I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement.
Well, I guess we can't go that way for the time being. Can look at it though.
Those stones weigh tons. We won't move them.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
Someone will remove them for world-famous detective Sherlock Holmes. Alright, let's see. Again, that says exit. I must have missed something in here. Can't imagine what I missed. But I'll come back and take a look. Definitely didn't miss that blood. Oh, there's glasses right here. I don't know how I missed those.
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier.
Sure, I wouldn't want to take glasses into a steam room
These
either.
lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
Thank you. I did not know which one myopia was. We should leave so those guys can put on pants. Alright. Oh, I got another cutscene. I must have done something good. Maybe.
Mr. Holmes,
There we go.
I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Nope.
None, Lestrade.
Go ahead. Let's let them put on their pants. And in fact, let's go and investigate them. You know, they should be talking or something. I mean, I know they live together and all, but they're supposed to be best friends, right? So they should be talking to each other, like, about the weather, or Sherlock can deduce what Watson's thinking, something like that. I swear, this place gets more and more crowded. Alright, let's start from left to right then.
An embroidered silk handkerchief.
That's
A
fancy.
fountain pen with solid gold trim.
Again, super fancy.
Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card.
Alright, guess I'm done there. That was Pitkin's belongings.
When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself.
Sure, that makes sense.
A phial with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's Wortflower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
So I guess possible drugs did it. That's an option. Alright. Sir Gregory Pelkin, manager, to Mr. Blinkhorn. Dear Sir, the interests that I represent require the situation at the baths to be changed for the better. At the present time, the frigidarium excavations remain under your direction, and yet the works have not progressed. You have failed to find anything of value, and we are unable to make the frigidarium accessible to the public. The frigidarium is a valuable asset in the recreation of the Roman bath experience. I urge you to complete your work within the next 2 months. You have this remaining time to conclude your research and to find yourself another workplace. I can't believe I can't say it. Wow, archaeologist. Archaeological. There we go. Archaeological. We're going with that. Okay, so Sir Gregory Pitkin looks like the manager of the bathhouse, and Mr. Blinkhorn looks like, an archaeologist.
An ordinary pencil.
Blinkhorn, okay. Stop moving. Get it. Stop moving. Get it. Got it. Got it. Rodney Bentcliffe.
Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook.
He is the one that
It may
died.
contain something of interest.
Looks
The
like a
last
torn page.
pages were torn out. We
Dude
must find a
sketched
way of
well.
retrieving Sir
Look at how
Rodney's
pretty
last
that is.
lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil. To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces.
That's not even a hard minigame. I just move the pencil about. And
And
There you go.
then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind if I use his.
is that embroidered as Watson in the corner? I can't tell. It's hard to make out. Come on now. Get all of that. There we go. Get up in the corner. Looks like today I almost found... There we go.
Mr. Holmes, the coroner... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I
Watson!
prefer to make them talk. Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I
Well,
am
you don't
sure
have the
that you
choice.
must, Constable.
Well,
I mean, we could go through Lestrade or... Alright, report from coroner. The right eyeball has been burst. Yeah, that's how it says. Pierced to the hilt by a curved bladed knife. The blade cut through the orbit of the frontal bone, ripping a part of the frontal lobe and the corpus, whatever. After which completing its trajectory to the cerebellum, brain, caused hemorrhaging lesions. All of the injuries led directly to the death of the individual. At the upper lobe of the right lung, there's an old injury filled with an amount of mucus and debris that may correspond to a chronic infection by the elements likely inhaled in a burial chamber or decaying mummy, for example, or a dried and decomposing food product intended to accompany the deceased to their grave. He wouldn't have eaten bad food. The remainder of the body does not appear to have been damaged. Dude was a famous archaeologist. He wouldn't have eaten his food.
A hand-drawn map.
This would be fun to put together.
An old and rather dirty coin.
Yeah, but that's a really good find for an archaeologist. Finding
This
some of the
ring
currency back
was
then.
most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before entering the steam
I was looking
room.
for that in the steam room. I'm glad they found it. Let's see. Looks kind of like a...
An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone with Egyptian. Kind of looks like a penis. Well, I mean, this part here.
I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver.
Why on
At least
earth would they
it's-
wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question.
At least do gold so it matches and it's not so obvious. Come on, dude. Alright. Let's head to the morgue. Haven't been down here yet. And we can examine the body. Good Good thing there's only one at the moment.
According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungus, possibly contracted from the Egyptian tombs.
That's a risky run when you're an archaeologist.
The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional drinker and 63 years of age. An unusual wound, inflicted by a curved knife, which resulted in instant death, as the coroner's report says.
Let's just turn him around. Okay, there's clearly scars here. There we go.
Lines.
Come on, let me see why.
Some
Bruised
light
back.
bruising caused by a rope.
Did
They
they
were
tie him?
caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
Oh, okay, that's also a risky run when you're an archaeologist being lowered down. That makes sense. I can see that. Alright, so there was the body. And I'm stuck on Watson. There we go. There was the body. Now let's go and interrogate the 3 people. Alright. There's a very tired jailer. Let's see. Let's do left or right again. So let's start with you.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Alright. There's a little too many. There's a couple too many people involved in this one, so I'm not really
A good
sure
day to you.
which one you
My name
are.
is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
You don't really have a choice.
I am Tristram Garrow.
Hello. Let's do a character portrait of you. Oh, let's do facial stubble. Badly shaven. He probably lives alone too. Eye bags. Doesn't sleep well. Perspiration. He's either hot or he's nervous. Go straight to... Did it light up? Yes, it did. Dirty clothes. Protective amulet. Superstitious. You're a superstitious man. What do you
What is
do?
your occupation?
I am a councillor at the district chamber.
And what were you doing at the baths?
Well, I follow the researches. I am interested in archaeology.
You don't seem it.
You follow them.
Yes, so many things happened and we need to know. Or perhaps it's better hidden.
I
That
beg your pardon,
seems
Mr.
very lukewarm.
I meant nothing by that. I apologise.
Stutters a lot. We need
What
to know
was
what
it like
happened.
to work with
Or
Sir
maybe we
Rodney?
don't.
It was like working with a genius. He was a hard man, but then you know this world is hard.
That's a
There are
bad
always people who want
excuse.
to steal from you, and he trusted me, but oh,
Are you feeling unwell?
I'm sorry. It is I. I remember. Oh, I feel so sorry.
Do you need anything?
I feel bad. I hear. No, nothing. I'm better now.
Are you the one taking medicine?
Please try to recall what you saw today.
Sherlock,
The
leave
room
this
was
guy
so-
alone.
So hot. I had to remove my glasses. I was not feeling so very well in there.
You don't look like you were
But you
feeling
found
very
the
well,
body.
dude.
I saw the knife, you know, flying through the air. I saw the blood. I tried to escape. I don't remember.
You saw the knife. What did it look like?
Everything was as if in a nightmare. It all happened so fast. The knife was shining like gold.
Gold, huh? That's interesting.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behavior?
Well, he had been rather secretive these past few days. Last Thursday, for example, I saw him leave.
Yeah, but he found
When
something
he
really
returned,
cool.
it was very late. He showed me some wet coins, Roman coins. and he started to laugh. His ring! Oh, it should be destroyed.
Very
Why do you
adamant
say
about
that?
that.
It is a cursed ring, digging dark secrets.
Really?
It is after me now. I know it. I shouldn't have worked on it in the workshop. It's too late now. This is the coin that he showed me. It is from the 3rd century.
It must be very rare.
No, I don't know.
You worked with the archaeologist. You should know if a ring is rare or not.
Thank you. Thank you. This will help me to calm down.
Do be careful with the dosage.
I will.
There we go.
I mean it.
Did you bring the
place
champagne?
the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
What? No.
Okay, well, you seem surprised by that.
Garrow appears to be rather mentally disturbed. Either that, or he is a good actor.
Well, either one. Alright, let's talk to this one now.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes,
World
and I am
famous
assisting
detective,
the
you've heard
police
of
with their
me.
investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. My name is Percival Blinkhorn.
Percival. How sad. Although Percy's a nice name. We're thinking about naming our dog Percy when we get one. We're thinking about getting a pug and naming it Percy. Percy the pug. Shabby workwear, not wealthy. Just come around and call it like it is, Sherlock. Not wealthy. Fresh dirt. Recent earthwork. Why were you at the bathhouse? Gallus. Okay, well, we got the fact that you're a worker.
What is your occupation?
I'm an archaeologist, specializing in the Roman period. I'm working on several excavation sites at present, including the baths at Strand Lane.
Can you tell me more about the baths?
Well, we're hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site, and to list any items of value before their eventual restoration and exhibition.
And has it been successful?
It has, thanks to Sir Rodney.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney?
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man.
People keep saying he was not a
but
kind
he
man.
was talented. I felt a great admiration for him, I must say.
Was it your first collaboration?
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt, and I'd shared my researches with him. Surprisingly, my work did convince him to come here. He arrived only a couple of months ago.
Surprisingly.
Well, Sir Rodney was a cold man, and so very secretive too. But I learned so much from him. I can't believe that he's dead.
That didn't really answer his question.
Can you tell me what you saw today?
Well, we entered the steam room and we all went to sit down. The steam was particularly dense, and I didn't see anything much further after that.
The other one saw
I
the
just heard
knife.
Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran for the door and bumped into each other. I was very alarmed by this point.
What did
Very
you
calm
do?
about that. I was very
Well, it all
alarmed
stuck,
by the blood and
with
the
all
shrieking
steam,
and the
it
running.
was quite frightening. I was barely able to see my own feet. Garrow was covered in blood.
Do you believe that Garrow killed Sir Rodney?
Oh, no. Garrow couldn't harm a fly.
Garrow's probably the one we just talked to. He probably
Can
couldn't.
you recall any recent event that would occur to you
Although,
now
if he
as
killed
being
him because
a little
the
strange?
cursed ring, thought he
Well,
had to,
yesterday
and he's the
we
one that
had
saw
a
the
small
knife so
argument.
far.
Is that
So it
all?
might be.
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he was to attend the London Archaeological Congress with me. Then he advised me of quite the opposite. And rather aggressively, too.
Well, they did say he wasn't a
Do you
kind
recognize
man.
this ring?
Certainly. It's the famous Aswan ring. Sir Rodney brought it back from his last campaign in Egypt.
And he kept it for himself?
Sir Rodney has had his own particular ideas of archaeology.
You really
What
should
do
give
you
that
tell
to
me about Garrow?
someone,
Well, he always looks so sad.
like a museum.
And he has been acting strangely lately. He complains about voices and visions. I will keep an eye on him because I'm worried.
How well were your researches progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
Oh, we found this letter that says that you guys are sacked. So I'm gonna assume that's not true.
This letter reveals that Sir Gregory was prepared to put a stop to your work.
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival, he had calmed down. He allowed us to work. I'm not sure what they agreed on.
What will happen now that Sir Rodney is dead?
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's needed, I will fight to defend Sir Rodney's expectations.
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
No, I did not.
No one's placed a bottle of champagne? You must have.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
He must have placed the bottle of champagne, because there's no one else.
Good day to you, Sir Gregory. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder that took place this morning. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Tell me, Mr. Holmes, will I need to stay here for very much longer?
You are kind of the guy who likes to keep it, who likes to stay in charge. Look at your posture. Alright, let's see. Oh, I don't see anything on your face. Oh, wait, I did. Arrogant. Well, that's how I would call it, too. Mouth shape. Disdain. Signet ring. Rich. Golden chain. Cashmere waistcoat. Man of wealth. Yep, I could have told you that. Oh, achievement! 30
You
gamer score.
are the
Keen
manager
observer. Finished
of the
15
baths,
character
is that
observations without skipping.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm passionate about
Well,
archaeology.
that's how you get that one. You
I
go
wanted
to
to restore the ruins. My ambition is to open the baths to the public. Living archaeology can be a profitable business, although now I'm not so sure.
Sure, I can see that.
When do you wish to begin using the baths?
When the archaeological researches are over, I will be free to complete the restoration. It is the usual process.
Do you own a lot of these?
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney?
Can't imagine there's a lot
We
of
were not
living
particularly close.
archaeology
He had an
research
unpleasant
going
temperament.
on.
Suspicious, authoritarian, unkind. People possessed by genius may be forgiven for their nature, but not by me.
Was he obstructive?
Not at all. Everything he did led us to greater success. He helped us increase the potential of the building.
So, he was a
Please
good worker.
tell me what happened this morning.
The test that we performed this morning was a success. The steam was working well. But then, of course, that awful murder.
What
Then,
did
of
you
course,
see?
that awful murder.
The steam was too thick to see anything. But ask Garrow. He saw the body first.
And it is, girl.
Had
He's
Sir
not doing
Rodney
well.
exhibited any recent strange behavior?
Look, I'm not a suspicious fellow, but I think that he had professional interests elsewhere that he did not wish us to know about.
Why should you think that? Where?
I have no idea. But after all, it was not my business.
How was the work progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather slowly, I would say.
That would be the letter too, right? I mean, it's not like he's lying or anything. It seems right.
Sir Gregory, could you please explain this letter? You expressed the wish to call off the research work at the baths.
It was all about Blinkhorn. He was merrily digging away and taking very little care about it, ruining everything and finding nothing of any value.
But the arrival of Sir Rodney changed your mind?
Sir Rodney's work was extremely promising, and it was good for the bath's publicity. So yes, I changed my mind.
Makes sense to me. I changed my mind if some famous
Are you
person
aware
started
that
digging
Mr.
around
Garrow
my
is under
building.
a form of medication?
Garrow? No, but I never liked that parasite.
Do you believe him to be capable of murder?
Well, he did have blood on him. Does that make him a murderer?
Probably not.
Did you bring a bottle of champagne to the baths?
Absolutely not. Sir Rodney did, I think.
Well, he's the only one I haven't been able to question because he's dead, and nobody else will. Alright, so that ends that. Let's link some of these things together before I get a stockpile of them. let's see. Sir Greeley wanted to fire Blinkhorn in order to stop the excavation of the Roman baths so that he might open them to the public. When he was working alone and secretly, probably not that one. I don't know. Effective arrivals. Sir Rodney arrived to save the bath archaeological research at the baths. Those two look like they work together. Yep. I have two options here, it looks like. Blinkhorn's communication or Blinkhorn's interest, which we will get to later. Let's see. Looks like I need something else with that later, too. Sir Rodney was lying to everyone about his work. He was working alone and secretly. Let's see. Oh, stolen notes. According to Sir Rodney's notes, he was about to make a remarkable discovery. Those two look like they work together. A mortal secret. Why was Sir Rodney be hiding anything? Could his discovery be the motive for the crime? It comes over here. The last expedition. Find out where Sir Rodney was several days before his murder and uncover his precious secret. Sure, why not? Let's just see if we can connect any of these other things together. Nope, I didn't think we could with that one. Nope. 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 Alright, so we can't connect anything else together. We can do the last expedition. I don't know how we're going to do that, but we can. And let's see. Evidence. Find to use. Tongs from the workshop, commonly used by blacksmiths. Oh, I know what we can use that for. We can take the metal out of the brazier. Search the archives, and then perform analysis. All that at Baker Street. We'll just get this out of the way. Yep. Oh, some other things were here. We learned some more stuff about them. Alright, let's go back to the Bath's house and take that thing out of the brazier so that we can probably have to examine that at Baker Street as well. So that way we only have to go to Baker Street once. And they're sitting in their carriage again. I wonder if Sherlock's reading the case notes from this case, or if he just has everything memorized. He and Watson should really be talking to each other. I mean, they are best friends. Or, you know, semi-friends. Alright, so I got the tongs. So now I can open up, get that thing from the brazier. Looks like it cooled off a little. Oh, the steam's still coming out. Alright, brazier. Search the ashes. Alright, so let's take that. Oh, there we go. Nope, come on. There we go.
I should analyze this melted metal.
Yep, we should. Let's go check out the Frigidarium and see. Nah, let's just go back to Baker Street. There's some stuff we have to do at Baker Street anyway. There we go, Baker Street. It's Toby! Toby!
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
That's Toby's spot. Look how happy Toby is. He's wagging his tail. Look at Toby. Don't leave knives around where Toby sits.
On the sofa for the third time
I just want
today.
to talk to Toby again.
Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
Bye, Toby. Let's take this. Sherlock, dear brother, you have made a most terrible mistake once again. You are quite aware of the fact that the Empire is at the brink of international conflict. How could you pass this incredibly sensitive case to those feather-brained Scotland Yard bobbies? Very well, yes, they caught the criminals, but you have not read the newspaper. The great fuss that has risen around it. They are generalizing all Mexicans. And as you know, the Empire has arrangements with a great many varied and loyal Mexican enterprises. You should think about that. Yours, Mycroft. Your loving brother. Thanks, Mycroft. Alright. Let's go do some analyses. Oh, let's use this. See if that lady still lives across the street. Yep, she does. And for some reason, that's the only thing Sherlock looks at through this telescope. Alright, let's see. Let's do the first one, because it was the first one. Analyze dirt. Oh, wait. Alright, that seems to be in focus.
Selenite.
What else can I find in here?
Otherwise known as fool's gold.
Ooh, someone got
White clay
taken
particles.
for a fool.
Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to.
I'm surprised he doesn't already know. White London clay. Huh. Let's see. Oh,
The sample of dirt
That
belongs
one.
to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans.
okay. Let's analyze the blood.
Let us analyze this blood sample.
Yes, let's do that. Oh, now it's getting blurry. Oh. There we go, that
This
was pretty
blood
clear.
has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange.
There was
Let
a
us
lot of
see what is
steam.
inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface.
Okay, let's take that. Let's dip some of that in there. Alright, nothing over there. How about over here? Nothing over there. What's over here?
Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water.
It was a steam bath. It's not unreasonable.
This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius. Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver.
It's cool it just has a bunch of silver lying
I
around.
must take a pipette
Oh, you're
and
right.
place several drops of acid upon the samples.
You're right, I'm sorry. I remember from the last one. What's over here? Just an empty vial to confuse me. Okay. That's fine. Alright, let's drop some there. And let's drop some there. Oh, the colors
The
look like they
reaction
match
is
to me.
the same red stain. It is silver. Britannia silver quality.
Oh, Britannia. Alright. Let's link some things up, and then we'll call it a day. Britannia silver is found metal inside the brazier. I don't know if we can match anything up. Oh, we can. What change? Oh, over here. Here it is. Possible silver weapon. An item in silver has recently melted in the brazier. Okay. Let's go back to clues. very liquid blood. Blood around the victim was highly diluted with water. Strange wound? Yes, strange wound. Steam moisture. The presence of water is due to the humid atmosphere caused by the steam, or unexplained clue. The presence of water in the blood is an unexplained clue. It must be somehow linked to the murder process. Let's try that one and see what happens. Okay. So we linked some things up. I don't know if we... Nope. I don't believe we can line anything else up. So, it is 9 o'clock anyway. So I'm going to end the stream and we'll pick it up from here on Friday from 8 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. So I want to, let's get Sherlock to say this. So I want everyone to thank everyone for stopping by, and please follow me on Twitch. It makes me happy if you do so, and you'll always know when I'm available. And you can check out this this video and other videos like it on YouTube. Just search PongoPuppies, or on my channel page, click the YouTube button. And subscribe to me on that as well, because it also makes me happy. So thanks everybody, and goodbye!